If you think your job title defines your skills, if you feel like your resume looks simple, if you're afraid you don't have enough value, you're wrong. And today, I'll show you the truth you've been missing. Hi, I'm Kai. Welcome to episode 6 of Career and Side Hustle Mastery. Here, the truth. Most people massively undervalue themselves because they judge their abilities based on one short job title: administrative assistant, customer service, sales associate, barista. These titles tell you nothing about the real skills you've built. Today, I'll help you uncover the strengths you already have, the ones that can grow your career and open doors you didn't know you deserved. A few years ago in Seattle, I was reviewing resumes for a project team. One candidate listed front desk receptionist. That was the job title. Simple, basic, easy to overlook. But when I read her responsibilities, I froze. She wasn't just a receptionist. She was managing calendars, coordinating schedules, handling conflict, doing light bookkeeping, organizing logistics, solving last-minute problems, and keeping an entire office running smoothly. Her job title said one thing. Her skill set said something completely different. That moment changed the way I saw people's potential. Here's the problem in American workplaces. Job titles are simple, but work responsibilities are complex, and skills grow quietly behind the scenes. Job titles hide problem solving, communication, leadership, emotional intelligence, organization, project management, decision making, adaptability, conflict resolution, and creativity. You are more than a title. You always have been. Let's break down the 3 types of real skills. Most people ignore the second and third ones. First, there are technical skills. These are the obvious ones: software, tools, procedures, systems, technical tasks. Everyone lists these, but they're just the surface. Second, there are transferable skills. Your hidden superpowers. These are skills that work in any job. Communication, prioritizing, organizing, customer experience, teamwork, handling pressure, problem solving, leadership, and adaptability. These are the skills companies hire for, even more than technical ability. Finally, there are character skills, the ones that separate you from others. These come from who you are: patience, empathy, responsibility, reliability, discipline, attention to detail, kindness, and resilience. Companies can teach software. They cannot teach character. These skills are your advantage. Now, let's use the skill extraction method. It works every time. We're going to extract skills from your everyday tasks. Take any job and ask these 3 questions. Question 1. What problems do I solve every day? For example, calming frustrated customers, managing schedules, organizing inventory, fixing small issues, coordinating teams, or adapting to last-minute changes. Problems solved equals skills gained. Question 2. What tasks do people trust me with? Trust is a signal of value. If people rely on you for something, that's a skill. And question 3. What comes naturally to me that others find hard? That's your talent and your competitive edge. One quiet evening in Austin, I was reviewing my own career history and realized something shocking. I'd been defining myself by a job title instead of the skills I had actually developed. The truth was, I had skills in communication, analysis, mentorship, and team leadership. But none of my past titles reflected that. In that moment, I whispered, I've been so much more capable than I realized. And you are too. Here's your weekly exercise, the 2025 Skill Map. This is your career game. First, list your daily tasks, everything you do at work. Second, translate each task into a skill. For example, answer customer questions becomes communication. Manage orders becomes organization. Train new staff becomes leadership. Handle complaints becomes conflict resolution. Create schedules becomes planning. And track payments becomes accuracy and finance basics. Third, highlight the skills you want to grow. These become your career direction signals. And finally, add them to your LinkedIn and your resume. This increases your value instantly. Do you have more skills than you think? Here are the signs. People rely on you. You solve problems daily. You learn fast. You adapt easily. You communicate clearly. You keep things organized. You handle pressure well, and customers or coworkers trust you. These are real, powerful skills. Here's what you need to hear today. You are not defined by a title. You are not limited by a label. You are not as ordinary as you think. You have skills that workplaces depend on, skills that side hustles grow from, skills that future careers are built on. You are not behind. You are not unskilled. You are not lacking value. You are simply under-recognized. And today, you start seeing your worth clearly. Now for your action challenge. Choose one of these. Write down 10 tasks you do at work. Translate them into real skills. Add 3 of them to your resume. Add 3 to your LinkedIn. Or ask one friend, what am I naturally good at? Your career power grows the moment you name your value. If this episode helped you see your true skills, share it with someone who underestimates themselves. And if you're ready to build a career based on your real strengths, subscribe to inspire change today. This is episode 6 of Career and Side Hustle Mastery. Hit subscribe, turn on notifications, and walk with me, Kai, as we continue uncovering potential, building confidence, and designing careers with intention. You are more skilled than your title, and now it's time to own it.